It happened last winter. I had just started a new job in downtown Chicago, working the late shift at a financial firm. Most nights I wouldn't leave the building until around 10 or 11 p.m. The city was still alive at that hour, but my parking garage, 5 levels underground, was always dead silent. One night, I left the office around 11:20 p.m. It had been snowing, and the streets outside were mostly empty. I walked the 2 blocks to the parking garage with my hands in my coat pockets, head down, just trying to get to my car and go home. As I entered the garage and walked toward the elevator, I noticed something strange. The security guy, who always sat in the glass booth near the entrance, wasn't there. His chair was empty, the booth lights were off. That had never happened before. I pressed the elevator button and waited. The old metal doors creaked open. I stepped in and pressed the button for level -4, where I usually parked. As the elevator descended, I got this weird feeling, like I wasn't alone. I glanced up at the mirror in the corner of the elevator and nothing. I laughed at myself, thinking maybe I was just tired. But when the elevator opened, my heart skipped. The floor was pitch dark. The overhead lights that usually flickered dimly were completely off. The only light came from the elevator behind me. I leaned forward and called out, "Hello?" No answer. I decided to step out anyway, figuring maybe there was a power issue. My car was only a few feet away. I walked quickly toward it, using my phone flashlight to guide me. As I unlocked the door, I heard footsteps. Not behind me, but under me. On the level below. Slow, heavy steps. Then they stopped. I froze. Then I heard them again. But this time, they were closer. Still on the lower level, but it sounded like whoever it was had moved directly below where I was standing. I crouched behind my car and turned off my flashlight. My heart was pounding. I tried to calm myself down, telling myself it was probably just a janitor or someone else leaving late. But then I heard the elevator ding behind me. The doors opened slowly, but no one came out. I stayed crouched, barely breathing. I waited. 30 seconds passed. Then a minute. And then, the most terrifying sound. The slow, deliberate sound of heels clicking against the concrete. Coming from the elevator. Getting louder. One step at a time. Whoever it was, wasn't rushing. Just calmly walking. Toward my side of the garage. I couldn't see them, but I could hear each step echoing off the cold walls. My car was the only one on that level, so I knew they were coming to me. I quietly opened my door and slid into the driver's seat, praying the sound wouldn't draw attention. I started the engine, and the sound of the heels stopped. I reversed out without even checking behind me and sped toward the ramp. As I turned, the headlights hit something in the distance, just for a second. A woman. Standing completely still. Wearing a business suit. No coat, no bag. Just staring. Her eyes caught the headlights, and they reflected like glass. I drove out of that garage like my life depended on it. When I reached the street, I pulled over and called the building's overnight line. A sleepy-sounding guy said there was no female employee working that late. No janitorial staff either. The next morning, I reported what happened to the building's management. They checked the footage. The camera on that level, the one near my car, had been turned off. They never figured out who the woman was. Or how she got in. I park on the street now. Even if it's snowing,